y'all. It's your Lady Levine. It's been a while. Hopefully the wind isn't doing too much. I've been really trying to reflect on how I want to move forward in the world that is changing so fast. You know, it'll be April. It'll be 3 years since I haven't had my kids after that wreck. And when I was getting in those wrecks because of just being overly exhausted and abandoned and neglected by people around me that so-called was my family, I vowed that, listen, I'm no good if I overwork. So, the whole topic nowadays is how is people surviving? And honestly, for the first couple of years when I met my ex, me and him were really highly blessed. But what makes me so sad about this economy is that when things get unnaturally hard for the human psyche, we tend to do fucked up shit to each other. Like, seriously. And me and my ex, we really had it perfect for this moment, which is now. Like, if we would have been able to figure out what happened with Navy Federal and just all kind of, or just like there's so much instant gratification that nobody out here is really cultivating meaningful relationships. Meaning, to really know somebody, you gotta go through the mud with somebody. That's how y'all build rapport, relationships, love. Like, if everything's always good and we can't never seem to love each other through the storm, that is a problem of this economy and technology moving too fast. And I'm telling you, me and my ex, and I told him this was going to happen. So part of me, I'm not going to say I picked the wrong person. He was an amazing person. And my baby daddy's amazing. I feel like everybody that I've ever met is amazing. But when you have a scarcity mindset, especially when everything seems to be scarce, people get ruthless. It's unnatural out here, y'all. Shit is just, it's disturbingly unnatural. And I also, I fight myself every day to stay positive because I knew I should have buckled down, but I also told myself, I'm not about to be hard on myself. I was one of those girls that had 2 jobs, and I can't believe, when I look back on me having 2 jobs back in my early 20s, I don't know how the hell I was doing that. And it's just like, I have to learn how to be patient with God and wait for God, because I'm not going to be a good parent if I can't find a decent career, which I already found my career. Just the career that I'm in is very sexist. And I've been doing construction for the last week, but I just keep quitting jobs. I'm quitting. Like, I cannot afford, after those wrecks that led me to lose everything, because when you African American, especially in this economy, one mistake you make is gonna send you to the dark night of the soul, okay? But it also helps you rely on God, you know what I mean? And that's okay with me, because I know that when things are so shifty like that and people don't know how to be humble and muscle through the storm or weather through the storm, people change. People give up. People don't want to deal. People end up crackheads, hell type shit. And I'm glad it all makes sense to me even now. But like, just with me being a woman in construction right now, which I used to tell my ex, it's like, bro, I need you. Like, just help me start my own sector. But he just didn't want to be a friend to me. He just want to, it's just like when people have these insecurities, they want to keep you under their thumbnail. And I was like, what made it easier for me, it was him, But now that I'm doing this business on my own in a time like this where everybody seems to be at eyes with women or black people or trans, like, I was working on a commercial construction site last week for the whole week, doing grunt work, which I don't mind that. I love sweating. I love it. But the fact that it seemed like the whole damn construction site was trying to get at me. And it was not comfortable. It was not okay with me. Then this dude I work with, he was a Scorpio man too. Oh my God, nigga even looked like Mike Epps. And he was the boss. And he put me on to the company. But I'm declining. He don't know it yet, but I'm declining because tell me why this Negro gon' ask me to cheat on his, he wanted me to help him cheat on his wife because he said, like, yo, it's so embarrassing what this dude did because no surprise to me. I was actually attracted to him because he's the boss, like he's one of the bosses. He's cold, like my ex. He was cold at cutting. He was cold, but sloppy. You know what I'm saying? Just like, he was like, my wife said I could cheat, but just don't be sloppy with it. I'm like, bitch, come on now. Like, as soon as he did that, it was so weirdly competitive how every man on that damn site was trying to talk to me, and I did not feel good about myself. It did not make me feel good. It made me feel very unprotected. It made me feel like I wasn't respected because I was doing more work than most of the men. The men was crying. Me, I'm an athlete. Ain't nothing worse than summer track in Kansas City, Missouri. Okay? On 2 days in track. Like, I was built to use my body. And then it gives me an excuse not to go to the gym. But I just be feeling so done with the fact that I can't just jump into being a subcontractor, because if I'm not the boss and they just looking at me like a piece of meat on a construction site full of felons and drug addicts, it's just like, it's really hard. And I am not settling. I've been through too much. I really love all my fellow Americans. I love all of y'all. Like, I really have a weird, like, I'm growing every day. I'm growing every day with compassion and love for our people, whether they be white, black, rich, poor. I'm telling you, when I just showed y'all that I left a whole mansion because I was mortified how fucking miserable them people was. It was like, it's not about money right now, y'all. Because even though he had all the money in the world, that motherfucking house needed maintenance. You know what I mean? He was easily stressed. He was really hard on himself. It seemed like his wife didn't want to be black. By how she always painted her face damn near white. And it mortified me, like, okay, y'all, being rich, rich people ain't really kicking it like you think. They scared of the future. Trust me. Okay, I said 200 million, but the house is worth 11 million. That is a very expensive home. His rent is $76,000. I looked it up on Zillow. His rent is $76,000 a month, and he is not happy. And he's a French Canadian in America right now. And all the money in the world does not equate to having friends, family, quiet time to not worry about nothing. Like, that's all I'm trying to create before I get my kids. Like, I still plan on doing what I plan on doing as far as getting a truck and a camper. I think I'm going to hopefully get blessed with tax money. Cross your fingers. But with this economy, I don't even know, all the credentials you need these days, either be easy or hard now because it's starting to switch back up. But I'm going off grid. I am going to go off grid somewhere in Florida and then somewhere out this country. And I heard they trying to stop passports, and unfortunately someone ripped someone, aka my ex, ripped up my passport. Just people are just being so evil right now because people don't know where to put this negative energy. So 9 times out of 10, they're gonna put it on you. If you close to them, they're probably gonna hurt you. This shit is so unnatural. you can't really almost blame people for the fact that they don't know where to put this type of energy that is like, what is it called? Unsolicited. Like, it's just like, this isn't how people should live. It's not natural. It's not natural for there to be all this wealth and then you could pay your way into elections and then everybody's trying to survive off below minimum wage. Because right now, if you're really not making $50 an hour, you can't make it. And I just refuse to play this game. Even if it is God said in the Bible, if I tell you to leave your children, your mama, your sick daddy, whoever, to do what I said for you to heal, you got to do it. So part of me is trying to let all that I can't control go, because there's something in me that was underdeveloped for this certain time, and also having children. But like I said, I was thinking about doing my other YouTube video. I'm losing all momentum on social media. Like, it's because like I really don't want to get on here and rant. I really don't want to get on here and fearmonger. I really wish I knew how to be more strategic about how we could do more about getting together and talking about these problems in the economy. But it's just like people are so like, this is like post-apocalyptic fucking world when everybody's just actually for real awkward, weird, like they don't know how to socialize. Men are just off the charts with their bullshit. Like, that, it's just like men is just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just ask her to have sex and see if it goes. Like, but it's not really real, you know what I mean? Because if women can't survive, the last thing we want to hear about from a man is, can we have sex, and with no incentive? Come on. And it's just a very awkward time. And then another thing, I'll be unfollowing the hell out of people who got these, decent amount of subscribers talking about, we got to do something. But they don't have no type of Zoom call meetings, no type of talking to the government councils or community council. Like, they're just on the fucking YouTube pretending like they know what the fuck's going on. Everything they saying ain't making no sense. It's like, I could tell you really ain't about that life, about what's really going on. Because I've always been the type to stay informed. And people just want to fearmonger, but no solution. It really pisses me off. Because if I knew what to do in this moment to get people together, to stay, another thing that I gotta do is move more slowly. Because I can't keep talking to very dumb people. The other day I was talking to somebody so dumb. I'm like, yo, I said, first of all, you need to learn English, because I cannot do that Ebonics shit. Like, no. I don't want to speak Ebonics. It could get lost in translation. And then it's just like people are just they think they know so much without a lick of experience and or research. And it's just so annoying how serious they are sometimes. Like, how people just want to stand firm on being ignorant. It's just goddamn annoying. Like, it really is. It's goddamn annoying. Because I really want to be so careful about me. Because the only way I'm going to get my kids is be careful about me. That's why I lost my kids. Because I wasn't careful about me. I was feeling alone and also coming to really serious realizations about my family, about my baby daddy's family, about people around me, around my friend. All that shit, when I got in that wreck, I had so much on my mind because I'm a very good driver. And I got into 2 wrecks. I just was like, my life wasn't worth it for some reason. Like, at that point in time, really realizing that everybody around me is very dense, it really just made me feel so overburdened with responsibility on top of 3 kids. But now I'm stronger, I'm wiser. But I know that it's gonna take time so I don't revert back. And I just pray for our fellow Americans, because Americans are pretty good people. Even the rich ones, like this motherfucker on the boat. Like either like I don't think that people are bad. I think we're just programmed bad. I think I think we just been lied to, like, I think we've all been lied to. This system, this whole damn system is a lie that just came from somebody's idea. This shit isn't nothing. This shit is based off of some white folks that came from Europe and they made it happen. Can you be mad at them for making a system like that? No. I respect any man or community of men that can make beachfront homes. But the thing is, making it fair and fixing the flaws that make it fair for everyone is the problem, because they're going to see really soon their greed is going to backfire inevitably. I just got through out of a mansion with a white man, French Canadian. It backfires. Don't worry about people being rich. They not. What glitters ain't gold. You gotta stop worrying about who rich or not, because not all them people are happy, and I think most of them aren't, because they want to upkeep that, so they're being greedy. But because they're doing that is exactly why all this shit is inevitable. And I just hope that we can all get together and stop being scared, and we need to all quit our jobs, regardless of the consequence. Like, I'm dealing with all the consequences of saying fuck it, because I can't risk my health. Like, even last week, this is the hardest I worked, and the thought of the pay that I was getting for the amount of work that I was doing, I literally, my throat started hurting, and I rarely get sick. So for one day, because once I realize I'm getting sick, that means I'm getting stressed. I just back up. Because I can't be a good mother, regardless of what people fucking think. I would never take back my kids. But because I'm blessed and highly favored, don't worry about me, worry about your cuticles. But seriously, I would never take back my children. If I knew the reality of the situation, I wouldn't have had them, no. I would have been able to be way more free than I am, because I just constantly worry about them. But if I'm constantly working 3 jobs, and that don't even make ends meet, it's not like how I used to be in 2000 or 1990. You know what I mean? 3 jobs still ain't getting it. That's why I'm trying to finish my construction company, because I know that's going to stand the test of time. But also, this is all this discrimination type shit. It's a lot going on. But that's where God, listen, to the atheists or whatever the fuck out there that don't believe in anything. Listen, if it wasn't for this imaginary guy I call God, or girl I call God, I would have been shooting up schools and malls and everything too. So let me have my higher power to think that power is bigger than me and could carry me when I'm weak. Because baby, my journey definitely ain't for the faint of heart. And it's starting to get back warm. Everybody was saying spring is coming early, and it's hot already. You see, I'm sweating. I'm just like, I can't fucking do this. And Lord help us. Lord help us.